our feature presentation.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2023 FITT CITP Anniversary Gala. Tonight is a night to celebrate and recognize the hard work and achievements of our incredible team, with special guest appearances by President and CEO CITP Caroline Tompkins, Honorary CITP and President and CEO of the Canadian Chamber of Commerce, the Honourable Perrin Beatty, FITT Board of Directors and President and CEO of Colleges and Institutes Canada, Denise Amyot. It's now time to sit back and enjoy the show. Please welcome your host for this evening's gala, Jody Litvak. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, certified international trade professionals, FITT staff, board members, partners, collaborators, and friends. I am thrilled to welcome you to FITT's 2023 CITP Milestone Anniversary Event. My name's Jody Litvak, and today is a day of celebration and recognition for CITPs celebrating their milestone anniversaries. It is also a celebration of all CITPs, their commitment to the profession of international trade and the international trade ecosystem as a whole. We are excited to kick off the second year of this event with an action-packed 60 minutes that includes FITT's own Caroline Tompkins, CITP President and CEO, the Honourable Perrin Beatty, PCOC Honorary CITP and President and CEO of the Canadian Chamber of Commerce, Denise Amyot, Chair of the FITT Board of Directors and President and CEO of Colleges and Institutes Canada, and finally, you, everyone here, our esteemed international trade community. We want you to know that you are integral to the world's trade systems, economies, and businesses, and you are deeply valued by FITT too. We hope everyone, especially our milestone holders, feel proud and excited today. With that, let's get the event started. Just a few housekeeping items before we kick off. We are all familiar with Zoom, so feel free to use the chat to introduce yourselves, send a private message to another attendee, or share a message with the group. The choice is yours to turn on your camera, but since many of you dressed to impress today, we want to encourage you to keep your camera on. It's also nice to see your peers. We are a very good-looking community, as you can see. Please note that this is a live streamed event and it will be recorded. You'll also notice a hashtag being used throughout the celebration today. Hashtag CITP is 25. Please snap some photos, tag FITT, and use the hashtag CITP is 25 on social media. Let's show the world how great our international trade community is and how much fun we're having. You'll learn later on more from Caroline about the hashtag and its meaning. There will be a few gift cards at the end of the show for people who can answer some FITT and CITP related trivia. So get those typing fingers ready for some quick answers later on. Without further ado, I am honored to introduce the individual who is truly going to get this celebration started. As FITT's president and CEO, she has been with this organization since 1996, guiding it towards its success as the global leader in international trade training, certification, and standards. Please give a warm welcome to Caroline Tompkins, CITP.
Great. Thank you, Jody. And hello, everyone. Thank you all for coming to the annual gala celebrating you, CITPs. I thought today what I do is share with you from the words of CITPs themselves just how important it is for us to honor the work that you do. Last year, Sarah Wilshaw joined this elite group when she received her honorary CITP. As the Chief Trade Commissioner at Global Affairs Canada, it was a proud moment for all of us when she recognized that Canada would not be in a position to help so many businesses reach new heights and new international markets without the work of you. And from CEO of Export Development Canada, Mayreed Lavery, who also received her honorary CITP last year, she spoke about how this community is making a real difference. She expressed to us that by earning the CITP, you have signaled your dedication to delivering the best advice and providing the best support to companies that compete globally. Paula Green, celebrating 10 years as a CITP, is the CEO of Beyond Ventures Group, an organization that helps companies succeed beyond borders. Because, like all of us in the FITT community, Beyond believes that expanding globally is a driving force for economic development and community sustainability. Paula told us that it is extremely important to uphold the standards of the CITP when working internationally. Emiliano Introcastle, also celebrating 10 years as a CITP, says, becoming a CITP makes it possible for me to practice and promote international trade in a way that is professional and ethical. The designation is the logical extension for people who truly want to crown their education and experience in global business and thrive in international markets. And just last week, I heard from Bob Greaves, who is celebrating 25 years as a CITP. Throughout his career, he has held numerous executive roles, including an ownership position in an IT engineering firm. Bob told me that he has been proud to represent himself as a CITP. It is the one designation that he has maintained over the years because of its relevancy and value. Back in 1997 and 1998, when the FITT Board of Directors conceived and then launched the CITP, we knew it would be a challenge, but we also knew it was necessary. It was a challenge because we were the first to look at international trade as a profession, not just a business transaction. We also knew it was needed because when we spoke to anyone working in the field or to company owners who were working internationally, they would confirm to us that going global requires specialized knowledge, specialized skills, and attributes. We saw back then and we see today how people at the heart of every government, every organization, every company make trade happen. Those people are you, people who have had a passion for fostering global business and who have the skills to navigate the international trade ecosystem as it evolves and changes. Quoting our friend and colleague Steve Polis, trade happens between people, not between countries. It doesn't matter how good the inter-country relationships are or how attractive one country's goods and services may be to the people in another country. Without trade-capable people, trade will not flourish. The CITP was designed to authenticate our claims, your claims of this specialized knowledge. It identifies you as being initiative-driven and committed to succeeding in international trade as a career. You have the ability to pave new roads, to find new solutions, and to foster new relationships that have benefits well beyond just commercial success, because trade can lift communities out of poverty and can create bridges between nations. For a quarter of a century, we have had the privilege of certifying talented trade practitioners, people who have chosen international trade as their career. And starting now, throughout the year, we'll be celebrating the CITP's 25th anniversary across all our channels, and that is the story behind CITP is 25 hashtag. So please use and share this news across your networks. We're extremely proud of it, and you should be too. Today, we celebrate all CITPs, but specifically today, we are honoring the 2023 milestone recipients, those who were certified in 2017, 2012, 2007, 2002, and 1998, the year we announced to the world that international trade is more than a business transaction. It's about looking at trade through the human resource lens, about looking at trade from the perspective of the people who make trade happen. This year, in lieu of providing milestone holders a gift, as we did last year, we want to give back to our international community in a more meaningful way. With that in mind, our gift budget of $5,000 will be donated on behalf of all CITPs to Doctors Without Borders, a worthy charity that works around the world in conflict zones such as the Ukraine and natural disaster areas such as Turkey and Syria. And on a final note, I'd like to extend my gratitude for all of you here today and for all CITPs in our community. Our founding father, the late Dieter Hallwick, would be so proud. He believed that international trade requires experts like you, and that this expert knowledge needed to be shared with others, which is what the CITP is all about. And now I'd like to introduce our first speaker, the Honourable Perrin Beatty. Perrin is the President and CEO of the 2,000-member Chamber of Commerce, Canada's largest and most representative national business association. Prior to joining the Canadian Chamber in 2007, he was President and CEO of the Canadian Manufacturers and Exporters. He was also Canada's Minister of State and held 6 additional portfolios, including being the President and CEO of the CBC. Perrin is an incredible person who has been a FITT and CITP advocate for many years. He has also been a huge part of Canada's success on so many levels. Suffice it to say, Canada and FITT are very lucky to have him as an honorary CITP celebrating his 10th year anniversary today. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the Honourable Perrin Beatty.
Well, thank you, Caroline, for the introduction, for that very warm welcome. And thank you for all that you've done to support Canada's businesses throughout your remarkable career. Well, it's an honor to be joining everyone this afternoon for this milestone event. As the largest business association in Canada, the Canadian Chamber represents around 200,000 companies of all sizes and sectors of the economy and in all regions of the country. And that gives us the unique opportunity to hear from businesses across Canada, to learn from them and to support their success. Now more than ever, that means looking at the challenges and opportunities facing Canadian businesses through a global lens. And the global marketplace holds more opportunity and is more competitive than ever before. And that's where FITT has played such an important role for the last quarter century. Expanding to new markets is a strategic pillar for any growth-minded business. But between you and long-standing political and regulatory trade barriers, both in Canada and abroad, and a tumultuous global landscape, the obstacles are daunting, to say the least. As a result, the work of the Forum for International Trade Training is more important than ever before. To grow their businesses, Canadians need the resources and the training that will help them navigate these complexities and allow them to take advantage of the opportunities that appear even during these disruptive times. As challenging as this period may be, it's important to recognize that Canada is strategically positioned for success. A multitude of forces, including the COVID-19 pandemic, new geopolitical conflicts, and climate change, have exposed significant vulnerabilities in the global economy. At the pandemic's height, global supply chain snarls caused mayhem for international trade and impacted businesses of every size and across every sector. Although these knots are slowly beginning to smooth out as vaccines continue to roll out and pandemic-related policies and restrictions loosen worldwide, the ripple effects of 3 years of major disruptions are still being felt. Post-pandemic recovery for Canadian businesses has remained a challenge. Meanwhile, Russia's invasion of Ukraine has had hugely destabilizing and far-reaching consequences. Russia's actions have set Europe on a path towards severe gas shortages, while vulnerable populations far removed from the conflict have faced food shortages. Now, all of this has exacerbated international supply chain challenges and created political instability at a time when countries around the world are already experiencing inflation not seen for a generation. In short, today's global landscape is a far cry from one that allows seamlessly integrated prosperity-building international trade. But Canada can play an important role in meeting global demands. We have an abundance of what the world needs, from food, fuel, and fertilizer to critical minerals and many other products. To take advantage of this opportunity, our businesses must have knowledgeable trade professionals who can help us open up promising new markets. And we need the commitment and the infrastructure to get these products and many others out the door. Our trade infrastructure matters. Now's the time for vision. As the Canadian Chamber continues to work with both government and business to reach Canada's economic potential and to create a better future for all Canadians, I know that CITP holders at every level of government and business will be contributing to the bold solutions that we need along the way. By creating a network of professionals globally recognized for knowledge, credibility, and ethics, FITT certification ensures that we have both the depth of understanding and competency that Canada and the world need to create a resilient global trade ecosystem. On a personal note, I was greatly honored when I received my Certified International Trade Professional designation. I'll confess that I didn't anticipate at that time the turmoil and disruption that the global economy would be experiencing 8 years later. But as the old adage goes, the only constant is change. The CITP certification provides trade practitioners with a sound foundation of knowledge and a network that can be reliably drawn on to help our organizations adapt and to thrive come what may. The training that FITT provides benefits the individuals involved and their organizations, but it has also contributed greatly to Canada itself as our country looks to increase its share of international markets. To those celebrating their 5, 10, 15, 20, or even 25-year anniversaries, I'd like to offer my warmest congratulations. We're certainly in good company. And to FITT, congratulations on 25 years of helping make Canada and the world a better place to do business.
Thank you to the Honourable Perrin Beatty for such a wonderful speech. What an established and seasoned network of peers there are here tonight. Truly, all outstanding individuals. We wanted to share some other incredible highlights from our CITPs from this past year as well. Last year, FITT celebrated its 30th anniversary, and we wanted to showcase the journey that this organization has taken over those years. We collaborated with CITPs, founders, and FITT staff to create this FITT Origin video to give you more insight into the true impact this organization and CITP have on the international trade landscape, and why there should be immense pride amongst all of you here tonight. So without further ado, I present the FITT Origin story.
International trade is one of the oldest professions in the world, and it's one of the least recognized. It is a profession because it really focuses on the individual. It's looking at international trade through the human resource lens. It's an interesting story. I met our founding father, Dieter Hallwick, at a workshop that was taking place in the basement of a church.
Almost every Sunday morning, we would meet at the Ottawa Bagel Shop, and Dieter would discuss how it was going with this thing called FITT.
I've always been interested in international business. When I went back to university as a mature student, I looked specifically for international business courses, but all I could find was international politics or international development. Nothing on how to do international trade or importing or exporting.
As complicated and complex as it is, you can't just wing it. You can't, it needs to be a professional practice. It's an art. It needs to be studied.
So going at it alone is something that I think a lot of entrepreneurs feel that they have to do because nobody understands their idea, nobody gets their vision.
The costs of pursuing international trade and not being fully knowledgeable can be extremely expensive.
We lost thousands, we lost time, and we lost momentum on what we thought was about to be a good move.
I mean, in so many cases, you don't know what you don't know. And I think that's from what I learned about FITT was just to question everything.
There are so many layers, and each layer has within it fatal traps that are not obvious, or they are obvious to a skilled, experienced practitioner, but they're not obvious to an amateur.
In this incredibly intense environment in which we're all living now, it becomes harder and harder for Canadian businesses to mitigate the risks out there.
So we did a lot of research, found out that there was nothing like this in the world, and so that's always a little scary, because when you're leading edge, if there's nothing like this in the world, is there actual demand, or is it just here?
FITT, in my own words, equips professionals, entrepreneurs, and people involved in business and commerce. It equips them with the right tools to do international business effectively.
So we did research among industry, the employers themselves, as well as our potential candidates for the CITP, and the FITT Board of Directors looked at that research and knew that we had to establish international trade as a profession.
Upskilling isn't something as a company does at their workers, it does with their workers. It also shows the worker that you care, you want to invest in them, and that their welfare and knowledge is very important to you.
Things like culture come into play, language, currency exchange. These are all things that it's like, oh, but I just want to make graphics and make cool copy. And so it really gave some more meat to my limited understanding.
I mean, it is not getting any easier to do international trade. If anything, good grief, in the circumstances we find ourselves today, there's so little predictability. It makes 1991 and 92 look like the good old days.
The CITP, when FITT launched the CITP, we were the first country in the world that actually looked at international trade as a profession. And that was back in 1998.
You want this professional designation because it's well recognized, you're going to meet all these great people, it's a good community.
And it's not until you kind of learn about this, whether it's a community network, whether it's an industry network, or even a global network, that you start to realize, oh my goodness, there's help.
The frontier of knowledge needs to continue to be advanced. You cannot do that unless there's an organization that is dedicated to recognizing that and trying to figure out how to make trade work.
There's so many times you're in that basement, you're in that co-working space, you're in that office, you're in that cafe, just plugging away at your business, and people don't know how much you do or what you do. Having that designation to say, or to throw up on your LinkedIn to say, hey, like, I'm a certified international trade professional, take that.
Because we need to import successfully to export, has got to be nimble, got to be ready to pivot on a dime.
Everything that FITT has to offer is beneficial, whether you're seasoned or whether you're starting on an export journey.
Business is an adventure because, I mean, when you think about it, up and down and all around, and today it's great and tomorrow it's terrible, and then this happens and then that happens, and then there's this huge success. It's just like, it's so unpredictable.
It has developed a significant alumni that is very proud of FITT, that reinforces its future growth.
I don't think I would have had that, they call it sort of executive level thinking, but specific to international trade, had I not taken the training.
Companies don't trade, it's individuals that make this trade happen.
Well, unless you're equipped with the knowledge that FITT can provide, how in God's name can you possibly navigate the circumstances of today?
Wow, what a great way to remind us all the impact that CITPs have in the world today. I think for many of you, there were certainly some familiar faces in there. Well, next, I'd like to introduce a very important FITT board member, Denise Amyot, chair of FITT's board of directors. She has a very special congratulatory message to all our milestone celebrants this year. Denise, take it away.
Thank you. Thank you, FITT, for giving me the honor of recognizing and celebrating the CITPs in our community. My name is Denise Amyot. I am the chair of FITT's Board of Directors. I joined the board in 2019, and I have worked with so many incredible people at FITT, including CITPs. So this occasion means a lot to me. But what does it mean to be a CITP? And why are we celebrating those who have been CITPs for so many years? In fact, I believe being a certified international trade professional means you can feel proud of the expertise that you have in all areas of international trade. From assessing the feasibility of taking a business global to understanding the complexities of international finance and knowing the right cultural protocol for business and marketing. You have all of these areas of knowledge under your belt. More recently, we have seen that shipping, logistics, and the global supply chain have undergone massive changes and challenges. But as CITPs, your background has enabled you to problem solve through challenges like this with confidence. It also means that other people and businesses can rely on you so they feel confident in their business decisions as well. With that said, we are so proud to say that FITT is now operating under ISO 17024 compliance standards. Yes, ISO 17024, showcasing our commitment to the highest professional designation criteria in the world. In fact, FITT was the first organization in the world to create a professional certification for international trade practitioners. And now, 25 years later, the CITP designation has become the global standard of excellence for international trade practitioners worldwide. It has always been a symbol of professionalism, but now we will have the absolute highest independent accreditation body, the International Organization for Standardization, ISO, through the Standards Council of Canada, ensuring the quality of our standards too. So, as an international trade expert with the CITP designation, you have the best credential to prove your excellence, and you can be very proud of that. With that, tonight, we are celebrating those CITPs who have held the designations for 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25 years. Wow. Those who have embodied what it means to be a CITP and who will continue to embody what it means to be a CITP in the future. You are all leaders and innovators, so please give yourself a round of applause for that. would like to start by recognizing the 6 professionals who have held their designations for 25 years. You have been with the CITP since the beginning and have been a huge part of why FITT and the CITP is the success it is today. You are the true pioneers of this profession, and your dedication and steadfast commitment deserves all our heartfelt gratitude. On behalf of FITT and all of us members of the international trade community, thank you and a huge congratulations to you. Following closely, we have 13 CITPs who received their designation in 2002. Congratulations to our 20-year milestone holders. You also have led the pack with your determination and dedication to global trade, and you have paved the way for generations to come. We hope the past 20 years have been filled with opportunity, growth, and great friendships. Congratulations. Next, we would like to showcase the 13 CITPs that are celebrating their 15-year anniversary. For over a decade, you have been working hard to ensure trade is executed with professionalism and confidence around the world. So, a huge thank you and congratulations to you all. I am very thrilled to recognize the hoping 36 CITPs who received their designation in 2012. Today, we celebrate your 10-year milestone anniversary, and we hope the designation has opened new opportunities for you, increasing your confidence, increasing your global network, and increasing your trade acumen since then. And finally, a big congratulations to our 5-year CITP Milestone Anniversary celebrants. There are 46 of you, yes, 46 of you in total, just an incredible number. We hope that your decision to pursue the world's leading professional designation in international trade has empowered you to achieve many of your personal and professional goals, broadening your knowledge of global business and the world at large. You are the future of international trade, and we cannot wait to see what you will do next. To all of you CITPs, you have proven a thorough grasp of international trade processes, a commitment to global trade, a dedication to ethical business practices and ongoing professional development. This has given your clients, your employers, and your colleagues added confidence in your global skills and in your knowledge over the past 25 years. Let's give a round of applause to all of our milestone celebrants.
Wow, thank you, Denise, for all of those kind words. Again, we are so happy to celebrate all the milestone holders here tonight. And now it's time to say hello to your peers. Feel free to top up your drink and get ready to see some new and old faces. We will be placing you into breakout rooms with your friends so you can introduce yourself, get acquainted, and have a good time. We also have FITT staff in each breakout room so you can say hello. Some of them will have prompt questions to keep things lively too. You will be asked by Zoom to join a room, so simply accept the invite and enjoy the company. At 4:55, we'll end the breakout room session and jump into our mini quiz. So let's get started. Have fun, socialize, get loose, and feel free to snap some pics with the hashtag CITP25 on social media. All right, here we go. Let's get started. Hello again. Well, I can tell by all the smiles, including you, Mark Drake. Come on, Mark, you can smile. There it goes. All right. See, I'm live. I'm here. I'm with you. Pamela, Aaron, Dwayne, Shadi, I see y'all. Everybody wave. Are we all having a good time out there? Wasn't that a fun breakout session? Okay, amazing. Well, with just a few minutes left, we'd like to keep the fun going and get you geared up for our quiz. We have 3 questions here that we're going to ask the crowd. The person who types in the correct answer in the chat the fastest will win a $50 Amazon gift card. We're only going to be choosing 1 winner per question, so there will be 3 winners in total. As in, you can only win once, not twice. I know Mark has a fast finger out there, so Mark, if you get it once, you can only win once, okay? So that's how this works. I'm going to ask the question. The first person with the correct answer in the chat window will be our winner. Are you ready? Give me some thumbs up. Thumbs up out there, yeah? Mike, are you ready? There he goes. Okay, good. Here we go. Question number 1. What year was the CITP designation first offered? You can look in the chat. Our chat quiz is there. Do we have it right there? Oh, it's Emiliano. Emiliano with our 1998. Big round of applause, Emiliano. That is correct. 1998 is the answer. Okay, good job. Thank you to everybody else. That was fast, right, Sheena? Wow. Okay, here we go with our second question. What year was FITT officially incorporated? Go. Let's see here. Oh, not 95, not 96. There it is. K Varma. K Varma. K Varma is our big winner with 1992. Woohoo, K. Good job. Good job. Okay, the final big question. Here it is. Congratulations to K Varma. And who is going to get this one? What anniversary year did FITT just celebrate? Okay, well, bring it back down, bring it back down, bring that chat back down. I got a lot of 25s. Mike, can we bring that chat window back down? I got to see the first person. Thank you very much. We got so many answers coming in on this one. But the answer is 30. We're going to go and we're going to, a replay, is it Olotobi? Olotobi? Hold on, go back up. There we go. Olotobi is our winner. Olotobi, there he is. There he is. I can see him waving, having a good time. Incredible. Okay, Olotobi, you are our third and final winner. Congratulations. We are going to reach out to all of our winners via email to send you your gift cards. And to everyone else, thank you so much for being here today. We just feel so honored to celebrate with you all, especially our anniversary milestone holders. Also, a big thank you to our speakers today, Caroline, the Honourable Perrin, Beatty, and Denise. It has been such a pleasure. You know, before we leave today, I'd love for Caroline to come back on and just say a few words to conclude our evening. Caroline, why don't you come back on and join us?
It always helps when you unmute. Listen, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today. It's so great to see you all, and thank you for coming. And please do keep in touch. Mark, Drake, it's great to see you. You were around in the very early days, so it's so lovely to see you here today.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Caroline. That was amazing. This whole day has been incredible. And I want to thank you, everyone, for coming out. Please, we hope to see you all again next year. Until then, my name's Jody Litvak, and we can't wait to welcome more milestone holders to the club. We want you to stay well. Feel free to remain here in the Zoom. We're going to leave the chat open for the next 10 to 15 minutes, unmuted and live, so you can enjoy each other's company and conversation. Once again, everyone, have a fantastic day and take care.
Thank you, Jody.
Thank you all. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks for coming, everyone.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Wonderful event. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Caroline.
Lots of fun.